What you're looking at here is a fully rendered 3D scan of a real space, and it was captured with this handheld LiDAR scanner. This is a new Raven LiDAR scanner from 3D Maker Pro, and it can capture up to 150,000 points of spatial data every second, building a full 3D map of the environment as you walk around. If you remember a while back, we reviewed Eagle Scanner, which looks pretty similar to this. It falls into the same category of more affordable LiDAR scanners, which is interesting because systems like this can cost tens of thousands of dollars. So today, I want to take a look at what this thing actually does, how the scanning works, and whether a handheld LiDAR scanner like this is actually useful. This video is sponsored by 3D Maker Pro, so stick till later in the video to know about a special offer made available through our channel. So what exactly is Raven? If you remember, we talked about a similar scanner from 3D Maker Pro, a while back, called the Eagle. The Raven is basically in the same category, and its main purpose is scanning entire spaces like rooms, buildings, or outdoor environments, so it is not really meant for small figurines or tiny objects, because 3D Maker Pro already has a whole lineup of scanners for that. Raven is a handheld LiDAR scanner, which means it uses a laser sensor to measure distance as you move through a space. As you walk around, it builds a 3D map of the environment in the form of a point cloud. From there, the data can be processed into different formats depending on the workflow, whether this is for you as a 3D artist, game developer, interior designer, surveying, real estate, and other similar use cases. Now, for the hardware and spec side of things, taking a closer look at the Raven itself, the design draws similarities to the Eagle. It weighs about 1.1 kilograms, which is almost 2.5 pounds, so it is not exactly tiny, but it is still light enough to carry around while scanning larger spaces. On the back, you've got a 3.9-inch AMOLED screen, which lets you monitor the scan in real time while you move through the environment. This is actually pretty useful, because you can see the point cloud building as you go and make sure that you're covering the areas that you want. And while we are on the topic, similar to previous scanners, the Raven comes in two versions, Raven and Raven Max, with a few distinctions. Not so much in the tech itself, as both are basically the same, but the Max offers dual 12MB cameras instead of one on the base Raven. Also, the package will include RTK kit, carrying case, adapters, etc. Back to the specs, the scanner comes with 12,000 mAh removable battery, which 3D Maker Pro rates for roughly 2 hours of scanning, and you can swap batteries if you need longer sessions. The scanner can also work with external cameras, including compatible 360 cameras, which can help capture richer color information depending on the workflow. There is also support for an RTK expansion kit, which can add positioning data if you're using it for mapping or larger outdoor projects. So while this isn't meant to replace high-end survey equipment, it is designed to make large-scale 3D scanning a lot more accessible, especially in the handheld form. Installing the Raven is pretty straightforward. Just slide the battery handle into the slot on the bottom of the scanner until it clicks into place. On the side of the device, you will find the power button along with 2 USB-C ports. One is used for the power, while the other is used for transferring your scan data later. To turn the scanner on, press the power button once. To turn it off, press and hold it for about 5 seconds. At the bottom of the handle, there is also a battery indicator, so you can quickly check how much charge is left before starting the scan. And once you power up the device, the first thing it does is initialize its sensors. You will want to place the scanner on the table or stable surface and keep it still for a few seconds while it calibrates. After that, you can jump straight into scanning. From there, the process is basically just walking through the space, which you want to capture. Raven uses its LiDAR sensor and cameras to collect spatial data as you move, building a 3D point cloud of the environment, and it can do this in real time. The key here is to move slowly and smoothly, roughly slower than a normal walking pace, so the scanner has enough time to capture accurate data. The screen is really helpful here, as you can watch the progress directly on the rear screen, which shows the point cloud being generated as you move around. This makes it easy to see if you missed a spot. And here's the thing I didn't know before. For best results, it helps to plan a loop through the space and in the scan close to where you're started. This way the system can align everything properly and produce a cleaner final scan. So the scan is done. Now it is time for processing. The processing happens on your desktop, ideally on a system with a decent CPU and GPU. I won't go into too much detail about the software, because you can find many guides by 3D Maker Pro, but I want to mention the workflow quickly. The software is called Ray Studio, and as of this version, it is Windows only. So you export your scan data directly from the scanner, either through a USB driver or over Wi-Fi, and then you import the data into Ray Studio. From there, the software processes the raw LiDAR and image data to generate a point cloud, of the environment you scanned. Ray Studio also includes tools for filtering and cleaning the data, so the final scan looks more accurate. And if you want to take things further, you can generate colorized point clouds, Gaussian splats, or even polygon models depending on the type of projects that you're working on. Just keep in mind that all the processing happens on your computer, so having a decent GPU will help, especially if you plan to generate Gaussian splats. Once your data is processed in Ray Studio, you can export a few different types of deliverables depending on what you need. The most common one is raw or processed point cloud, which captures the structures of the environment with a high level of spatial detail. You can also generate a colorized point cloud, which adds image data to the scan, so surfaces appear much closer to how they look in real life. And if you want something more visually immersive, Ray Studio can also generate Gaussian splats, which are great for viewing large environments with realistic lighting and detail. And for more traditional 3D workflows, you can export polygon models as well. These types of outputs are especially useful for things like capturing real-world environments for games, building AR and VR scenes, architectural visualization, documenting spaces, or creating digital twins for real locations. Before wrapping up, I want to talk about pricing. The standard Raven starts at $1,699, while the Raven Max comes at $2,699. But right now, there is an early bird promotion running for the launch. The Raven is available for just $999 for the first 100 units, and the Raven Max drops to $1,499 during the early bird phase. On top of that, 3D Maker Pro were kind enough to provide all of our viewers with an $80 or €80 discount, depending on your region, if you're using the code INSPIRED80 at checkout, or you can just click the first link down in the description. When it comes to final thoughts, I want to be honest. The Raven isn't perfect, because there are some limitations, like processing times, noise in some scans, and the learning curve for getting the best results. That said, it is really impressive what 3D Maker Pro has done by lowering the entry point for LiDAR scanning. So if you've ever worked with professional LiDAR equipment, you know how expensive it can get. So even though the price might seem high at first, this is actually very accessible in comparison. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.